Hi everyone, I wanted to get on with another Gadgets and Gizmos of Plenty and let you know about a monopod that I've been using for a while. I picked this up, it's been months guys. I picked this up, I want to say I picked this up around June or July this summer. The thing with monopods I think you have to remember is trying to find a monopod that works well with whatever situation you're in and trying to shoot. I found that traveling with this monopod, the Vanguard monopod, or Vanguard Veo Monopod, was really a lot better for me traveling with this monopod because it is significantly smaller than the Manfrotto monopod that I own, and it is a lot lighter. This is a lot lighter monopod. Just like the Manfrotto, it does stand on its own and it can hold a pretty good amount of weight. One thing when you're purchasing this monopod is that it doesn't come with a head mount, and you also will probably need to buy the adapters for the screw size as well if you're going to put a different head on this monopod. This monopod is made out of aluminum alloy legs and comes with 3 flippable compartments, which make it very easy to open and adjust as you see fit. This is how much it compacts to. Very compact, very light monopod. I often take this with me if I'm going on little day trip adventures, if I'm traveling for work and I know I'm gonna shoot some behind the scenes type stuff, I take this monopod with me. If I'm shooting things a little bit more professionally, I'll often use my Manfrotto monopod instead and use this monopod to hold whatever sound device I'm recording with. One thing I will say about monopods in general is that depending on what you're trying to achieve, that is going to dictate whether a monopod is a good fit for what you're doing or not. The thing about monopods that you have to remember is that it is one leg. So, you know, a lot of times if you're going to do something where you're going to want to track things in your shots later, or graphics or anything like that, you know, I would recommend using a tripod instead, because you're going to get more stability and your camera, once you set your sticks, your camera is less likely to move. The thing about monopods is, while you can get them relatively straight, a lot of them do tend to have just a slight little lean. You know, for me, making YouTube videos, little behind the scenes stuff, shooting photography, things like that, doesn't really bother me. I can live with it, you know? But if I was working on, you know, professional paid gig, depending on the content of that gig, probably won't use my monopods to shoot it, if that makes sense. All that being said, this monopod is really great. It compacts really well, really easy to use, and just an all-around great buy. This monopod does not come with a head. It only comes with the body itself and this lovely little strap and like keychain clicker guy, so you can, you know, hook it onto things if you so wish. So to go along with this monopod, I went ahead and purchased the Benro S2 video head. Can't remember how much I paid for it, but I'm sure I will throw in a graphic right here-ish about how much I paid for it. A fluid head, so you know it has some fluidity to it, has movement. It also lets you turn 360, all that jazz. It gives you that range of motion that you're used to with a video head. And it's also very compact. This is a very small video head, so it's really great for using with mirrorless cameras, which is what I use. I use the Sony NEX 5T mirrorless camera to shoot my YouTube videos. That is my Vanguard Veo Monopod. Once again, I really love this monopod. I use it a lot now, almost more than my Manfrotto now, actually. It's a solid monopod, worth the money that I spent, definitely. Something else I definitely recommend too is that the thing about this monopod compared to the Manfrotto, for example, the Manfrotto gives you a lot of range of motion with the ball swivel on the bottom, you know, which is a good thing and a bad thing. Good in the sense that you have a lot of range of motion. You can, you know, do some great crazy tilts, pans, whatever. but to make it stand still, you have to make sure you bring that ball bearing back to the center and kind of test it like, is it centered? Is it safe? And kind of let it go and see. So you have a higher risk of your monopod falling over. With this, with the Veo Vanguard, you lose some of that range of motion, but one thing about this is that it always comes back to equilibrium. It always, like, its natural tendency is to give you resistance to do some movement, some tilt, but always come back to the center. So keep that in mind. Once again, it is about what specifically are your needs, you know, when you're out and shooting, to dictate what kind of monopod you'll use. So yeah, that's me, the Veo Vanguard monopod. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below if you already have one or if you're thinking about purchasing one, and I will see you when I see you.